Why Tyson Fury will beat Ngannou. On the 28th of October, 2023, a date etched in the memory of combat sports enthusiasts, an epic showdown is set to unfold as two dominant superstars from different worlds battle it out in the squared circle. Does the former UFC heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou, stand a chance against Tyson Fury? Join us in today's video as we break it down for you. Francis Ngannou's departure from the UFC while he was the heavyweight champion marked a significant moment in his career. His specialty was his punching power. Many consider heavyweight boxers to be the toughest people in combat sports, so you can argue that, in many ways, they are competing to see who is the #1 on the planet. This was impossible when Ngannou was still in the UFC, since the promotion allowing something like this to happen with one of their contracted fighters is exceedingly rare. That is why we don't see talks of Jon Jones fighting in boxing. But since Ngannou left the UFC, it is not just possible. It's happening, and that's something worthy of at least a bit of excitement. But this also leaves us with lots of questions. Will Fury defeat Ngannou? Tyson Fury would pick Ngannou apart in a boxing ring, just like with Deontay Wilder. Ngannou would go out there swinging, just like in UFC fights. The one thing with Ngannou is that he possesses superhuman power that Tyson does not have, even to the slightest of margins. However, Tyson has already put up with Wilder's big right hand, so he would keep up with Ngannou unless he lands a big right-handed uppercut. His fight with Ngannou would be similar to that of Wilder. They both know the fundamentals of boxing and can use them reasonably. However, they aren't skilled strikers. They just possess a lot of power. On the other hand, Tyson Fury is the most skilled heavyweight since Ali in terms of movement with his feet, jabbing at a range, and head movement. He showcased his technical prowess in his fights, including his dominant performances against opponents like Deontay Wilder. Fury's ability to outbox his opponents and control the pace of the battle has been a defining feature of his career. The fight against Ngannou would be entertaining, and both fighters' hearts and resilience would be displayed. On the other hand, if it were an MMA fight, it wouldn't last 2 minutes. Ngannou would send him straight to the Shadow Realm or even submit him. There are many differences between MMA and boxing, like how MMA fans call Peter Yan and Max Holloway great boxers. However, you put them against a ranked opponent in the boxing category, and they will both get flatlined. It is because people work at different crafts, and there is a lot more to MMA than there is in comparison with boxing. Nevertheless, the famous puncher's chance is real, especially when you are throwing the kind of hands that Ngannou does. Remember that Ngannou does know how to box a bit, but is far short of the world level. That's not a slight against him either. His chosen sport doesn't exclusively focus on hand-to-face combat, but is a buffet of different fighting techniques. Boxing is a sport where one moment of carelessness or a well-timed punch can change the course of a fight. Even top-level boxers like Tyson Fury must be vigilant and maintain focus throughout a match. Deontay Wilder's right hand is a perfect example of how a powerful punch can alter the outcome of a fight. Francis Ngannou's exceptional punching power is a significant threat, and if Fury were to underestimate him or become too complacent, he could be vulnerable to a knockout. However, Fury has shown in his career that he can adapt to his opponents and maintain a cautious approach. It makes boxing an unpredictable and exciting sport. Anyone can win with the right timing and strategy. Ngannou has many highlight reel knockouts, but he wears 4 ounces grappling gloves when he does. Heavier gloves in boxing provide more padding and, as a result, reduce the impact of punches to some extent. In MMA, the lighter gloves protect the fighter's hands while allowing for effective grappling and striking. The boxing standard is 10 Oz, which he will be wearing at night. 6 extra ounces on the hands will take the sting from the punch quite a bit, and Fury's miraculous recuperative abilities are well known now. Does Ngannou stand a chance against Tyson Fury? A very unorthodox approach is the one that will suit Ngannou here. Cutting off the ring and pressuring Fury with constant head feints followed by a punishing attack on the body will upset him and stop him from frustrating the action quite so much. But do not count on Ngannou making this remotely competitive. Meanwhile, Fury is hard to beat for several reasons, even for other veteran boxers. In the super heavyweight era, he's freaking massive. Being 6'9" and 270 pounds isn't necessarily an advantage in and of itself, but Tyson knows how to use those attributes to the fullest. Fury can box remarkably well. His unusual style on the outside constantly upsets the other fighter's rhythm. It's rare to see someone of that size move like he does. His positioning, feinting, and head movement are levels above any heavyweight around at the moment, except for Usyk. Innate self-belief. Fury is always supremely confident he will prevail. To date, all 4 of his title fights have taken place in the opponent's backyard, Klitschko in his adopted homeland of Germany, and the Wilder fight in the US. That takes a strong belief in one's ability. Recuperative powers. Wilder had him down 4 times, yet Fury got back up to survive. Getting up from that 12th round knockdown in the first Wilder fight was so remarkable, it became an internet meme. Inside tactics, Fury is a master at the darker arts of infighting, wrestling, and mauling. They are not illegal, but they are not strictly legal either. He will lean all his 270 pounds on an opponent to tire them out, shove them to unbalance them, use grappling to stifle their attacks, moving their arms and bodies to create and exploit openings, etc. Adaptability. Fury repeatedly said he had seen something in the first Wilder fight. No one believed he would adopt front foot tactics in the rematch, even though he said he would. He adjusted, and it worked brilliantly. Fighting is in the Fury family's blood. His father boxed, and several of his siblings boxed professionally. He's even related to the king of the gypsies, famous bare-knuckle champion Bartley Gorman. He's named after Mike Tyson, so it's fair to say he grew up around boxing in a way Ngannou did not. Fury's last fight was held on the 3rd of December 2022, where he successfully defended his WBC World Heavyweight title after his contest with Derek Chisora. Fury went into the trilogy as the favorite. The Gypsy King has also announced that he will be fighting Alexander Usyk next. What other reasons do you think will give Ngannou the upper hand? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, you would want to check out our following 2 videos.